Hey y'all, it's Leslie with Phat Phlossing. Welcome back to the crazy. We'll see if I get kitty cats included with my cross stitch today or not. Today is Thursday, December 12th, I think. And I believe that this is FlossTube number 92. Wow, didn't think I'd get there. Anyway, I am back in like 10 days. Who knew? It is possible. But I'm going to have just a quick video for y'all today because I wanted to show you my angels sing. My finish before I shipped my FFO. And y'all, I have to honor Nick stitches on this and say my finally effing finished, because this sucker, I started stitching this and I think the end of 2016. And I got all the stitching done except the personalization for my son, and I finished that yesterday. So 3 or 4 years later, woohoo, it's done. But anyway, it's all good around here. Everybody's healthy, knock on wood. Sorry if I jiggled y'all with that. But it's been a good couple of weeks or week and a half, however long since I've seen y'all, and I've got nothing special going on, which is good as far as I'm concerned. But I'm just going to go ahead and get right into this because I don't have a whole lot to show, so might as well just get it over with. This is Land of the Free from Willow Hill Samplings. It's a very pretty piece. I saw the model of this stitched up when I was at the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock and fell in love with it. And what it says on it is the land of the free because of the brave. And that spoke to me as far as, you know, my son was in the Army for years and very proud of his service. And I felt the need to do that for him. So I think I started it in 2016 and finished in 2017 and was going to mail it to Hawaii. And then I found out what it was going to cost me to mail it to Hawaii. And just decided it could be for another Christmas when he was where it wasn't going to cost me an arm and a leg. So here is my finish. Finally effing over. Better late than never, right? I'll bring it in so you can see a little bit more. It's got the 4 houses and I can't see the camera so I don't know what y'all are seeing. It's got, if you see the progression from the Revolutionary War soldier and his lady here, the uniforms changed. I think that's a Civil War couple. And then maybe World War I or World War II, and then our current day soldiers. But they're all going away and saying goodbye to their family. And I so appreciate the sacrifice that my son and others make to be away from their families to protect us, to make sure that our freedom remains one of the great benefits of living in this country. We are truly blessed. And I'm so proud of my son and my service, and I'm very proud to send this to him. And it's got his terminal rank there, Sergeant First Class, and he wanted his name in that order. I was going to put it, you know, the regular order, Thomas R. Elder, but he wanted it Elder Thomas R. because that's how it was on his uniform tapes. And U.S. Army. I had contacted Kimberly, maybe, I never can remember her name, with Willow Hill Samplings, and she did not have an alphabet, the whole alphabet. She said she just made it up as she went along. So I did the same thing and just tried to make something that looked sort of similar to that. It's not exact, but it's in the ballpark, and I don't necessarily know that you'd know if you didn't know. But there's my finish. This is a thrifted wooden frame that I got, I think, up in Fayetteville, I think. I'm not positive, but I think. And I'm going to hold this here for a minute and hope that that's my screen grab. Chances are it won't be. I always get the goofiest screen grabs. Oh, look, and I've got a photo bomber. Hi, Prissy. Prissy came to visit again. She apparently wants to be a YouTube star. Okay, enough of me and my vanity. But anyway, super proud of my finish, super glad to have it done, and thank y'all for all the encouragement that you gave me for finishing it. I'm very happy with it. Still have to put the paper and the hanger on the back because I don't know what I did with the brown paper. It's somewhere in the craft room, which is like saying there's sand somewhere on the beach. It's there somewhere. Anyway, my FFO, first FFO I've had in who knows when. And then I actually stuck to my plan for the last week. Can y'all believe that? Because I have, well, I guess I should show you the pattern first. I have another finish. Now this one's not an FFO, just a finish. This is Love Never Fails from Barbara Anna. Super pretty pattern. This was my New Year's start for 2019. And I took about a 15-year hiatus from stitching, and I was not stitching at the time that my husband and I met and then got married. And so this is going to be, I'll frame it up here before too long. This is going to be our wedding sampler. It got 2003 on it, the year we got married. Very, very happy with how it came out. It's a beautiful pattern. This is 36 count vintage navy bean, which I believe is a Lakeside Linens, I think. And the floss is Carrie's Creation Silk. And thank you again to Julie McConnell, who was kind enough to do that thread conversion for me. But I'm super happy with how it came out. I did convert my kitties to be Burmans instead of tabby cats, like what's shown on the pattern. And y'all, I had to laugh. I was watching back my video from last week, and I said, oh, all I've got to do is this top corner and this key here. And then I looked at that cat. That cat had no tail. It's a good thing I watched that back, so I thought, or I would have probably finished it and framed it without realizing I hadn't put the tail on that cat. But now Kitty has a tail, so we're all good. And I'm very happy with how it came out. I think it's a really, really pretty piece, and I'm very glad to be done with it. And I actually finished a New Year's start in the same year that I started it. If I didn't want to spare your ears, I'd make the angels sing again, but couldn't carry a tune if you gave me a bucket to put it in. But anyway, Love Never Fails from Barbara Anna. Glad to have that done. And then I continued, believe it or not, to stick to my plan, talking about the angels singing, and worked the last couple of days on Elizabeth Weston from Hands Across the Sea. See, I actually got it right this week. Screwed it up totally last week. Beautiful sampler. This is, I think, the first full-size reproduction sampler that I've done. I've done some smaller samplers, but they were like, they weren't reproduction samplers. So I think this is the first reproduction I've ever done. And I think it is beautiful. I am all about those pinks in that. I think it is so pretty. And when I pull it out in a minute, you'll see I'm up here in this corner. And this one is stitched with the recommended Avera swap on 36 count Bramble from Picture This Plus. And you really can't tell that I did a whole lot. I brought the border down, I think I was around here, and I brought the border down. I added this kind of block or line under that basket, and then I brought the border over some more. I think I filled in like 3 or 4 of these leaves, added a flower, and then they're hard to see because the colors just do not show up particularly well, but some of these berries and these white flowers, I added some of those. I'm gonna be stitching this son of a gun for probably the next 10 years because I have to tell y'all, I love it. I think it is absolutely beautiful. But this border just eats my lunch, y'all. It's so big. I mean, it's big. And it's so repetitive. I get really tired of it. So I stitched on this. I think I gave it 3 days, and it's going to go away again for a while, and I'm going to move on to something else. But I did make progress, and that's my goal, is I just need to keep making progress. I believe I've decided that I'm going to continue down this side here. So that's the way I'll be going when I get back to it. Whenever I get back to it. And y'all know me. Who knows when that'll be. Stitch what you want when you want. Because if it's work, it's no fun. And I want my stitching to be fun. So I stitch what I want when I want. Okay, so that is the sum total of everything I accomplished in the last 10 days or so. I finished Love Never Fails. I got the personalization and the framing done on Land of the Free. And I suffered over Elizabeth Weston's border for a couple of days. Hey, progress. So anyway, I'm happy with my progress on all of that. And hopefully I will get off my Phat Tuchus and get Love Never Fails framed up before too long here. Hoping I have something that'll fit that. I have like a plethora of frames in the closet, so you would think I would have one. Oops, sorry about that. You'd think I'd have one that would work. You might be wrong, but that's my goal. What else? The only haul I have was my thread of the month from Color and Cotton. And I think other folks have shown these already. They're really pretty. I love Color and Cotton. And the best thing about Color and Cotton is the way the floss feels. The texture is almost like silk. I love it. I love it so much. And that's it. So what's my plan? Well, I worked on all those big things. Now I'm really jonesing for a start. I want to start something fairly small. I feel like I've accomplished something, I guess. I really should go to my whip basket and pull out one of the 9003 things I have started in there, but, oh, pardon me. You know, that would make sense, and who'd want to go and do a silly thing like that? So we'll see if I actually go to my whip basket or if I go pull out something and get a new start. I've got a bunch of the Blackbird patterns for those little stockings. And I'm thinking I might want to do one of those. I've done a couple of big shepherd's bush stockings for my nieces way back when, 20-something years ago. Oh, good Lord, they're in their 30s. So, yeah. So, anyway, I have never done one of those little stockings. I may give one of those a run. Other than that, there's a plethora of stuff in my whip basket I could pull out and work on. So, who knows? One thing I did want to mention is that on January 4th, Anne at the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock has kindly invited me to come and do a stitch day. If you want to go, I will be there. I think she said that it'll be going from like 9:30 to 3:30 or so. And this is in Little Rock, Arkansas at the Shepherd's Needle. Because she does have limited space, you need to call the shop and reserve a slot. And it's a potluck. I think your admission to that is you bring something and we'll all share. I don't know what I'm going to bring. We'll see. But anyway, that's January 4th. And if any of you are in Central Arkansas, I would sure love to see you there. So I will put Anne's contact information for the Shepherd's Needle in the show notes below. It may take me a little while to get it done, y'all. I did go back and catch up on all my videos that didn't have them. That's another thing I accomplished this week. What's with the productivity? Who am I? Who knows? Anyway, I think that brings us to giveaways. Oh, I know another plan. Speaking of giveaways, I am only 15 or 20-ish, I think, as of yesterday, subscribers away from 3,000 subscribers. And I will do another giveaway when I get to 3,000. And I will talk more about that next time because I frankly haven't gotten my shit scraped together in a neat little pile to do it. Sorry for the bobo there. Anyway, you cannot trust what's going to fall out of my mouth on any given day. But anyway, I'll do another project bag and some fabric and maybe some silk floss and a couple of patterns. And we'll see what kind of goodies I can get together for that when I get to 3,000. So what I'll do is when we roll over 3,000, I'll start with whatever video that is and leave it open for probably like a month. And then we'll do that giveaway. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe so I can roll over that. I would feel really, pat myself on the back proud if I got to 3,000 subscribers. When I started this, y'all, which by the way, I think yesterday was my 2-year FlossTube anniversary. Yay me! I had no clue. If I had gotten 30 subscribers, I would have felt like I was just doing big stuff. And to get to 3,000, y'all are a blessing. thank you so much for coming by to watch and for subscribing and for the likes and all that kind of stuff. You are a very precious part of my life, and I really enjoy sharing my stitching with you. So please subscribe, and we'll get that other giveaway going. I'll, figure it out and have more details on the next video, hopefully. But let's get to giveaways from last week's videos and the ones for this week. So I had 3 giveaways from last week. One of them is for the pattern for Land of the Free. And y'all, this was apparently before I started making myself a working copy. Or actually, I have a working copy in here. But this thing rattled around in a project bag for 2 years. I have no idea where the plastic bag it was in went to. Who knows? It's out in the ether somewhere. But it's not in perfect condition. It's not even in great condition. It is, however, in legible condition. Definitely can be used again. So I asked you to tell me just to use the word free. And I did the random comment picker this morning, and the winner for Land of the Free is Jeannie Wilcox. So Jeannie, I replied to your comment a few minutes ago before I left the computer. Send me an email with your snail mail address, and I will get this mailed off to you shortly. And then the next giveaway I had was for the selfie sampler from Lizzie Kate. I finished this early spring, maybe. 2 little patterns in here. I did this one. Very cute. I do not have I have used the goodies, the buttons and whatever that came with this. But it's the pattern, and this one is in good condition. And using the random comment picker looking for the word selfie, the winner for this one was Michelle Boggs. So Michelle, same thing. I put my email in my reply to your comment. Just email me with your snail mail address, and I will get this on the way out to you. And then lastly was Snow Folks at Home, which is an Alma Lynn pattern. Very cute little snow people. And I asked you to just use the word snow in your comment. I got lots of responses on this one. And the winner for this one is Anne-Marie Makowski. And I hope I'm not butchering your name. But Anne-Marie, again, I replied to your comment. Email me with your snail mail address, and I will get this on the way out to you. And then we have giveaways for this week, a couple of which are courtesy of Crystal Geek. The first one, I think this is about the end of the relevance for Christmas patterns for this year, but you can get him done for next year, is Dasher from Knotted Tree Designs. Quite majestic reindeer there. And just comment, be a subscriber, be over 18, so it's legit for me to get your mailing address, like the video, and comment. And in your comment, if you want this pattern, use the word Dasher. And I will choose all of these via random comment picker prior to my next video. And then the next one is a set of 12 patterns. This one again is from Crystal Geek. Thank you, Crystal. 2015 desk calendar. And there are 12, like you would assume for a calendar, different little patterns. I'm going to show you one of them briefly. Little bear. All the others are very similar. Anyway, there's 12 of them in here. And, who cares if it's not 2015 anymore? The patterns are still really cute. But if you want to be entered to win this one, same stuff, subscriber over 18, like the video, leave a comment saying, I'd like to stitch the animals, A-N-I-M-A-L-S. And Dasher for the first giveaway was D-A-S-H-E-R. And then lastly, I'm going to show this very briefly because it is the pattern. It's a needlebook design. I don't think you can tell anything from back here, so I will keep it up. It's a needlebook design. It says my needlebook. It has this pretty little bird pattern on it. This was a freebie that was included with an order from Teresa at Shakespeare's Peddler, Kitten Stitcher. And I did check with Teresa. I emailed her to make sure it was okay for me to give away. She didn't want the pattern shared, of course, on social media. But, it was okay with her for me to give it away. So if you would like to stitch the little needlebook, that you can't actually see the pattern from back there. It's got a bird and then my needlebook and they look like spools of thread around the border here. Really cute. Say, I'd like to stitch the bird, B-I-R-D. And I will pull those again before I do my next video. Thank y'all again. We're at 20 minutes. Good Lord, how did I get to 20 minutes for not having anything to show? Thank y'all again for coming by. If this is your first time, or if you're, you know, a long-time crazy person with me, thank you. Y'all make my day. I love your comments. I read them all. I try to give them a like and a heart. I just realistically no longer have time to respond to each and every one of them. But it doesn't mean they're not seen and read and appreciated, because they are. So thank y'all again for sharing a little while with me today. I hope you have wonderful stitchy time the next few weeks. I hope that the Christmas season is offering blessings to you and your family, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. I will talk to you soon, y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.